Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Chitra Aravind. So happy to meet you yet again with a new topic on how to form a new habit. So this particular topic will be very interesting because all of us in some point in our life, definitely even now, would want to start something new, but then we find it so difficult to sustain it, right? Lots of social media messages through WhatsApp and Facebook are giving a lot of good information, and the moment you read it, you really want to make it part and parcel of your lifestyle. You start and then, but other 2 days, then you stop it. So one classical example would be a New Year resolution, and really emotionally you're so much committed towards a goal. And one example would again be to join the gym and go to gym regularly or do any cardio activities, even walking at home regularly. But then it is very difficult to sustain the habit, even though you know it is going to be very beneficial for you in the long run. So the question of why arises now. Why are we not able to do something which is very good for us, both for our body and mind? And why are we not able to continue it successfully? So for which we should understand the psychology and the power of habits. So the habit is something which is related to your personality as well. And one more myth you should understand about is some people say that this is my personality. I don't think I can change it. Actually, it is not right. Anything, whatever you made of, like your character or your personality, 50 percentage of it is your habits. And you're not born with any habits. That first of all you should understand. So we acquired it during our life journey. So it is possible that we can also unlearn things which are not helpful anymore, like for example smoking or using negative words or any such thing which is not really helping us, or going late. These are all habits which are formed, right? Similarly, we can also acquire new habits. So like waking up early and going for a brisk walk, or having any at least reading a book, anything of that matter can be a good habit, right? So but then we struggle to do it. So the good news is it is possible to start a new habit, also to get rid of old habits, and personality is not going to be a deterrent for that. But then we should know how. So I'm going to tell you about some psychological scientific tips behind this new habit formation. So let's see. So whenever you want to start a habit, first of all you should understand that it is very difficult to form a new habit, but at the same time it is not impossible. So that's a good news. So the thing is, you need to be really committed and have the willpower as well. So you have to first take a journal and write at least 20 to 30 reasons why you really want to pursue this goal or form a new habit. So for which you should not give reasons like my friend said so or my parents said so, and all these reasons you should not be giving. Probably you should give reasons like why you really wanted to do it, and you got to own the goal. So that is very important. And next step is to take baby steps. That is, we have to take very small steps towards our bigger goals. For this I have to give an example. Let's say a doctor has said like you need to go for a 45 minutes brisk walk, otherwise you will have a real health risks. And then what happens is we really get all these gym costumes and wear all the shoes and get ready and go for a brisk walk of 45 minutes 2 days. But then after the third day, what happens? We'll be lying in the couch sleeping, right? So many of us would have experienced this. But then why is it happening? It is very important. You understood the importance of the goal, but still why are we not able to sustain it? It is because your goal is something which is unrealistic. We should understand that for a person who has been sedentary and not doing any regular activity for a long time, to suddenly take up a 45 minutes brisk walk is a bigger goal. So you can apply this kind of the concept to any examples. For example, for a person who is sleeping at 3 a.m. in the night, and a doctor saying that you have to go to bed by 10 p.m., otherwise you will have a lot of health issues and your lifestyle has to be really changed. But then it is still difficult for him to do that. So the point here is we need to gradually cut it down. For example, we need to pace it out. First he has to take a 5 minutes brisk walk for a week, and then just increase it to 10 minutes, and then slowly increase it to 20 minutes, and then finally he can reach the target of 45 minutes smoothly, and then it becomes an unstoppable habit for him. So most of the times we are in our subconscious programming, that is in the automatic pilot mode, where we are only governed by our habits. They say that 50% of what we do is highly habit bound. So isn't it interesting? So when we make good habits part and parcel of this behavioral repertoire, then our character and personality itself will improve. So for which we have to see the next step. That is, we need to understand that the goals, whatever we take, we should also inform our friends. Why? Because only when we inform our friends about our goal or about our new habits, then we become so committed to it as well. So we can't escape from that. But then you have to remember one more point here is that you have to tell the friends and relatives who you want to tell, who is going to encourage you on that, not those people who would discourage you or don't not be very supportive to you. That is important as well. And one more thing which is important to make it a habit, it's to understand that, as I told earlier, to take baby steps. So whenever you want to take a baby step, and your mind might resist, because whenever you form a new habit, you should understand that your mind and body, which is so habituated to old patterns, will start resisting it. So this can be explained through an example of, when you want to drive an automatic car or anything for that matter, which is no different from what you were doing from the earlier. So what happens is our legs will be still trying to find out the clutch. It will be hitting the clutch. Your mind very well knows that clutch is not there, but still we want to do it. Why? Because it's a power of our past habit, power of habit interference we call. So we need to understand that whenever we try to form a new habit, the old habit kicks back and retaliates. But then the awareness of this very thing will help us to resist and continue with our task. So whenever we try to give some excuses like, it's okay, tomorrow I will do it, and today's the only day I want to take rest or something like that, don't ever listen to your mind tricking you to stop your habit. Just do it. So when you're taking baby steps, it's not going to resist a lot. That's why I told you need to take baby steps. And next thing is, any habit, it should be a rewarding one as well. And when you take a closer look at your existing habits, all your habits will have some rewards. Maybe it's a subconscious or a consciously, the rewards for every behavior or thought or whatever you do. So similarly, when you want to inculcate a new habit, you need to reward it. For this, I would like to share a very important example and very interesting example about how animals perform in circus, or how dolphin does a lot of tricks. So how this is happening? Whenever a dolphin or a bird performs a trick, you could see closely that it will get its reward. That is the worm or whatever, according to whatever the animal and bird likes. Similarly, we human being also need rewards for making the habit consistent. This is where many people fail. So they think that, okay, who's going to come and reward me? So this is you who's going to reward yourself. That is what is called intrinsic motivation. So you need to pace out your goal. For example, let's say in the end of 5 days, where you've been so consistent with your goal, you need to really reward yourself with whatever you enjoy the most. It need not be money always. It can be something like, going out with your best friend, or dining, or having a favorite food. It could be anything. But then the reward is very important in order to make this habit a consistent one. So consistency is the key here. If you skip 1 day or 2 or a cheat day, then it cannot become a habit, because in the first 21 days to 30 days, it's very crucial that every single day counts. It needs to be consistent. Persistency is the key towards a new habit formation. So these are the scientific hacks through which you can attain a new goal. And in relation to my self-awareness video, you could find the link in the description box. Whenever you want to change yourself, that is, I was discussing about the areas of development or weaknesses in you which you want to get over. It can be a personal goal or whatever it may be. It can be a financial goal or starting something new in your life. You need to follow these simple techniques. And it may be very challenging at the beginning, but once you start tasting the success, after a week or so, that itself will give you confidence to pursue the goal and make it really big. So viewers, all the best for forming a new habit which is going to change the person who you really are into a wonderful person. And also you can also think about getting rid of old unhelpful habits which you are really planning for a long time to get rid of. Same techniques can be used as well for getting rid of a old habit. So for that, in addition to all these things, you need to find out a cue which was proceeding towards your occurrence of that particular habit. Let's say you want to go for a smoke and you can't resist it, but then you need to see what was preceding it. Before every time you smoke, what was that habit you were indulging in yourself? So that you need to figure out, and there you need to pause and you have to think about substituting a new habit there, and also think what kind of reward the smoking is doing to me. Is it taking away my loneliness? Is it giving me some social support? What really it is giving me? And when we substitute that particular reward with a new habit, for example eating a healthy food with the friends, for example, it will be easy for you to get over that old habit. So I hope this video would be of great help to you to change the change your personality by changing small habits one by one. But then you can't take up every habit and say I'm going to change everything. Take one at a time. Okay, you try changing one habit or forming a new habit, and then go on to the next hit list. So all the best, and for your success in changing yourself and to become a great personality. So next episode I'll catch you with yet another interesting topic. Bye.